coming off a section championship in Division One, where they returned nearly everybody. They got a run there in the bottom of the third as Jax Jimenez hit a one-out triple that got all the way to the wall, and the speedster got all the way to third. Thought about heading home to try the inside the park home run, but was held up by third base coach and head coach Jackson Watt. But not to worry. He scored on the next at bat as Tyler Allen drove him in. Whitney got a guy to third. Got Allen to third, actually, but he was held there as Nick Abraham was able to get out of the inning. All right, here comes the top of the fourth. Gavin McClendon remains on the mound. He has 2 strikeouts today, headed to San Diego State, 3-1. And in the batter's box is Derek Pham, and he takes low for ball 1. Pham is 1 for 7 this year, but he hit .320 last year. And he takes low, ball 2. All right, McClendon pitches, and it's high, 3-0. Starting to be a little bit of movement there in the Whitney dugout. We'll see if they send someone to the pen to start warming up. 3-0. McClendon pitching good. He just got into a little bit of a jam there in the first inning. Franklin got a couple of singles and was able to cash that in for 2 runs. And Pham takes strike 1 looking, 3 balls, 1 strike. Pham, a 6-foot senior. He's playing shortstop today. Helped turn a big double play in the first inning. Swings and fouls out 1 away. Yeah, in the bottom of the first inning, Jax Jimenez got on base with a single, and then the next batter hit it right to the second baseman, and that was the freshman Jason Harris, who turned it right to Pham, who's batting now. Pham was standing at second, and Pham flipped it to first to Nolan Stevens for the double play. All right, right there, Pham takes ball 4. That was a full count. He gets on base. All right, headed to the plate is Dom Gusty. Gusty playing third base, made the final out of the inning, caught the pop fly there to end the bottom of the third. He hit .379 last year. He's hitting .250 so far this season. That is over 8 at-bats. He's 2 for 8 with an RBI. On the mound, though, he's also been efficient. 3 innings pitched, 0 runs, and he takes the first pitch low and away. 1 ball, 0 strikes from McClendon, headed to San Diego State. Gusty, a senior, 5'10", third baseman. Pitches in, he fakes a bunt, pulls it back, and they call it a strike anyways. 1 ball, 1 strike from McClendon. McClendon keeps looking over at Pham at first, and he steps off there. 1-1. McClendon, a lefty, he's facing Derek Pham at first. Pham being held on by Jace Gilmore, the first baseman today. Here comes the pitch, fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gusty. Not only is today an excellent pitching matchup between Gavin McClendon, San Diego State, and Nick Abraham from Franklin. He's headed to Oregon, but the first basemen are also stellar. Jace Gilmore headed to Santa Clara for Whitney, and then on the other side for Franklin, it's Nolan Stevens, perfect game All-American, headed to Mississippi State. Here comes the pitch from McClendon, and it's hit deep into the outfield and just past the right fielder's glove. Drops down to third. Pham headed to third base. It dropped right in front of the center fielder, and Pham was kind of holding on right in between first and second. When he saw that ball hit grass, he turned on the jets and made it to third. First and third with nobody out. All right, first and third. And it's Noah Mooks, the senior. 0 for 7 to start the year. First and third, nobody out. He's hitting in the 8 spot. He is 0 for 7 this year, but last season, the left fielder hit 260. 5'9" senior. Can also play first base. Just depends kind of on who's pitching. A very flexible lineup here. McClendon. The first pitch to a strike, he fires to first there. First and third, nobody out. Franklin leads 3-1. 0-1 right now as McClendon gets on the mound. Top of the fourth inning here from Rockland, Whitney High School. Franklin up 3-1. McClendon's pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2. That had some nice movement on it, and it dropped right into the catcher's glove without a swing. It's one of those as a fan that you see it and you think it's easy to hit, but when you're in the batter's box, I'm sure it's a lot of movement. And he fouls the 0-2 pitch off. 0-2, 0 outs. 3-1 ball game. Franklin with the lead. Franklin coming up here from Elk Grove. Pitch from McClendon, and it's sliced down the line. And they're saying it's fair. Wow. That ball rolls all the way out toward me past third base, fired in. And that's an RBI double there for Noah Mooks. Nice way to get your first hit of the season right there for Mooks, the senior. 4-1 Franklin. And on that play, Dom Gusti moved all the way to third base from first. So second and third, nobody out, 4-1. Whitney is having a meeting on the mound. They have not started warming anybody up yet, though. I'm sitting right by the bullpen. Can see a player starting to take off his jacket. Might be some movement coming up here in a moment. McClendon, he's been close to getting out of these, getting past these batters. All of them this inning have had 2 strikes, but he has not been able to get any of them out yet. And Jaden Ramos, the 9-hitter, stepping to the plate. He is 0 for 6 this season. Hit 241 last year. Takes the first pitch down and away. 1 ball, 0 strikes. Ramos, 241 hitter last year. In the 9-hole. Junior. 5'8", 165-pounder. McClendon gets ready to throw. He pitches to the plate, swing and a miss. McClendon got some juice on that one and fired it right past Ramos to even up the count, 1-1. Second and third, nobody out. The runners are not being held on right now, so both runners, Mooks at second, Gusti at third, both have about 10 to 15-foot leads. And that ball is hit high in the air for the first base, and Gilmore catches the ball for the first out. He just hit that one up, and it just flew in the air and fell down into the glove of Jace Gilmore for the first out. All right, Jordy Lopez back to the plate now. Lopez 2 for 2 today. He's hitting .556 this year, 5 for 9 on the year. His hit in the first inning helped set up a run. He scored in both of his at-bats. He's headed to Cal. Great pitcher, great hitter. He hit .413 last year and takes the first pitch, and umpire called it a strike, 0-1. Lopez, .413 last year, and on the mound last year, he had a 1.35 ERA in 41 innings, and he struck out 58 batters in that stretch. The pitch in there for strike 2, 0-2. Franklin has a 4-1 lead here in the top of the fourth inning. Beautiful day out after some rain, some pretty heavy rain around just before 9 a.m., but then it stopped, and it stopped for good. We got a beautiful day for baseball, and that pitch is a little bit wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, or 1 out here. in the top of the fourth inning, second and third. Gusty at third, Mooks at second. And pitch, and that was at the knee level, and one of those that could be called either way, and the umpire didn't call anything there. So it's a 2-2, evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lopez. McClendon had under a 1 ERA last year. The pitch, and it's Lopez makes contact and gets it to drop in front of the center fielder, and both runs will score. Gusty and Mooks. Lopez 3 for 3 today. What a game by the junior. Knocks in both runs right there. So it's 6-1 Franklin. Gusty and Mooks both scored. 6-1, 1 out. And Nolan Stevens stepping to the plate. The big first baseman headed to Mississippi State. Perfect game, All-American. As McClendon fires to first to check on the runner. It's being held on there by Gilmore. A little bit of action starting to heat up in the Whitney bullpen. McClendon's pitch, and Stevens pops that one out, and it will get out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stevens, a perfect game All-American over the summer. It's probably the premier high school All-American game. Legends like Bryce Harper, Madison Bumgarner, Buster Posey have all played in it over the last 15 years, and Stevens gets a hit there, and it sails deep to the right fielder. Lopez is able to get to third. First and third, 1 out. Stevens with his second hit of the ball game. Stevens came into this game 0 for 9, and he's 2 for 3 today. All right, Nick Abraham, the pitcher, is coming up now. Abraham hit .259 last year. He's hitting .300 this year, 3 for 10. Here comes the pitch, and Abraham hits it right to the second baseman, flips it to the shortstop, back to first, safe. Nope, double play. And Whitney is out of the inning. Great defense there by Whitney. Gets him out of the inning. And we're headed to the bottom of the fourth inning here, and it's Franklin 6, Whitney 1. You're listening to Max Preps. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up. Nick Abraham on the mound for Franklin. Franklin leads 6-1. They came into the game number 3 in the Sac Joaquin section with a 3-0 record. Whitney came in number 1 with a 2-0 record. 6-1 heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. Warming up for Whitney is senior Tanner Dykstra. He's warming up in the bullpen. As Abraham throws his final warm-up pitch. And they're kicking the ball around the infield. Getting it back to Abraham. This pitch great today. 3 innings. 1 earned run. Getting ahead in the count early and often. And has had great defense right behind him, too. They turned a big double play in the first inning to wipe some speed off the base pass. And Jace Gilmore's coming up. Gilmore 1 for 7 this year. Takes strike one. He hit .337 last year with 2 bombs. No balls, 1 strike from Abraham. Here comes the pitch. Down and away, 1-1. Gilmore headed to Santa Clara next season. Big pitcher on the mound, 11-0, 1.55 ERA. He takes ball 2 right there. He was the game-winning pitcher in the Sac Joaquin section finals last year against McClatchy. He threw a complete game 4 hitter in the 2-1 win, and Whitney won their first section crown in that game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gilmore. Steps out of the box. All right, back in it. 2-2 the pitch. Down and away. Nope, they ring him up. Strike 3. And that's Abraham's second strikeout of the game, headed to Oregon. Just struck out Jace Gilmore as Adam Vanderkamp coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today, .333 average on the year with 2 RBIs. And head coach Jackson Watt having a word with the umpire. It may have been about that last strike 3 call. It's like it may have been a little bit low, but the umpire called it a strike. All right, here comes the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 1 out, bottom of the 4th inning. Franklin has a 6-1 lead. Here comes the pitch. Chopper. Catcher gets it, throws to first, gets him. Luke Euler coming up. 2 outs. Euler 0 for 1 today. .333 average on the year, 2 for 6. 2 RBIs and a double. He hit .267 last year. Big time pitcher though too for Whitney. .386 ERA in 41 innings last year. Big time contributor. Comes the pitch. In there for strike 1. Euler 6'2", 155, has a big batting stature from the left side. As the ball goes in, and it's a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abraham has a chance to get out of this with barely any pitches this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, here comes the pitch. Down and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes, evens up the count. Euler, the 7-hitter, the shortstop, steps in. Here comes the pitch, 2-2. And he gets him, strike 3, swing in. Ball hit the ground, catcher throws it to first. Stevens catches it, and that will do it. 4th inning. That's Abraham's 3rd strikeout of the game, and we have reached the end of 4. All right, heading into the top of the 5th inning, it's Franklin 6, Whitney 1. You're listening to Max Preps.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
All right, welcome back. Fifth inning about to get underway here. McClendon remains on the mound. Looked like Dykstra was ready. I'm sitting right by the bullpen, and looked like he was ready for that call. But he remains in the bullpen. 6-1, Franklin lead, top of the fifth inning. Franklin with a great performance today. Number 3 team in the section, makes the long travel up to Rockland from Elk Grove and has a 5-run lead heading into the top of the fifth inning. Of course, it's a 7-inning game in high school baseball. And here comes the freshman, Jason Harris. Harris has been great on defense today. Helped turn a double play. Great in the field. And forcing some long at-bats. 0-1. Here comes McClendon's pitch. And it's sailed to the first baseman, Gilmore, who will just tosses it to McClendon. And that was a lot closer than it looked initially. But McClendon got there in time, got the out, 1 away here in the top of the fifth inning. And here comes another freshman. It's Dylan Minity. Minity, a left-hander, coming up with 1 out, top of the fifth. 6-1 lead for Franklin. Pitch from McClendon. In there for a strike call, 0-1. Even though the score is 6-1, McClendon has been very close to. It could easily be 0 runs allowed by him. All the hits came with 2 strikes, and just the luck of the bounce. Sometimes a lot of balls bounce right in front of the outfielders. The outfielders were trying to get it, but it just landed perfectly for Franklin. And Franklin has a 6-1 lead, 1 out, top of the fifth inning. Here's the pitch to Minity, and he swings away and slices it up the middle for a 1-out single. Great hit there by Dylan Minity, the freshman, his 2nd hit of the season. All right, here comes Derek Pham. He hit .320 last year, shortstop. Senior, helped turn a double play in the first inning. Pitch from McClendon, swing and a miss from Pham. Dykstra back warming up again for Whitney in the bullpen. Whitney in all whites, maroon lettering, maroon hats, Franklin in black and white lettering. It's a swing, and it's another one that lands right in front of the outfielder. This time he hit it to left field. All right, 2 on, 1 out, first and second.
Number 19, Dom Gusti.
All right, Dom Gusti coming up, and here comes Jackson Watt to the mound, and Tanner Dykstra getting ready to run out. He is just waiting for the call, and he gets it. He gets the call. McClendon coming out of the game. 4 1/3 innings, 6 earned runs, and chance for 2 more earned runs depending on how Dykstra does the rest of this inning. Dykstra, a senior, looks like it's his first action of the year. And with that, we'll take a quick break and be right back here to continue the top of the fifth inning. It's Franklin 6, Whitney 1.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic. Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.
All right, welcome back. Top of the fifth inning. Tanner Dykstra coming in to relieve Gavin McClendon. 4 1/3 innings, 6+ earned runs, 6-1 Franklin lead. And Franklin has two guys on, first and second, as Dykstra is introduced to the game. He just threw his final warm-up pitch. Dom Gusti coming up. Gusti with a big hit in the last inning where Franklin scored 3 runs. And he ended up scoring a run himself. And he's up now, 2 guys on, 1 out. Top of the fifth inning. Here comes the pitch from Dykstra. And in there for a strike right at the knees. Got the call by the umpire, 0-1. It's been a great last couple of weeks for Whitney, who of course won the boys and girls Sac Joaquin section basketball championships at Golden One Center. Baseball and softball teams have lofty expectations this year. And they are just getting started. It should be a great season up here in Rockland for Whitney. And both baseball and softball, great start to the season by every team all around the section. We're getting underway here. Teams are playing, having to miss some games due to rain, but playing when they can today. And Gusti strikes out, strike 3. So Dykstra comes in there, strikes out Gusti, 2 outs. McClendon watching eagerly right now. The 2 runners on are his. Watching from the dugout. 6-1 Franklin, 2 outs. Whitney has the firepower to score in bunches, but Nick Abraham for Franklin's pitching a gem so far. As the ball drops in there for a ball. So Noah Mooks batting, 1 ball, 0 strikes. Mooks got a big hit last inning and then scored. He's up now with 2 guys on. That was his first hit of the season. And he takes ball 2, 2-0. Coming up next is Jaden Ramos on the on-deck circle if it gets that far. And then after that, it's back to the top of the lineup where Lopez is 3 for 3. Mooks takes, and it's called a strike right at the belt. 2-1. Six to 1, top of the fifth inning. Franklin leads over Whitney. Here comes the pitch. Down and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. Dylan Minity on second. Derek Pham on first. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. And it's hit, and it gets through. Minity's rounding third. He will score. And it's 7-1 Franklin. Derek Pham held up at second. The ball was hit right to the left fielder. So Minity was able to score, but Pham had to hold off at second as the left fielder would have had a good chance at getting him out at third. If Pham had ran there, he had to stay. First and second. 7-1 now, 2 outs. Ramos coming up to the plate. He's the 9 hitter. Big Jordan Lopez is waiting on the on-deck circle. Big in batting average. And the first pitch is in there, 1-0. (7-1) Franklin, top 5. Dykstra. Gets his pitch. Throws. Up high. 2-0. Dykstra just came into relief. This is his 3rd batter. He struck out the first one. Gave a hit to the second guy. Now He's facing Ramos, who takes it in. Strike one, 2-1. Gene Ramos, the 5'8 junior, hit .241 last season. Big at bat right here. 7-1 lead for Franklin. Ramos, 2-1. Here comes the pitch. He hits it, and it's up the middle. And that will score a run as the right fielder bobbles the ball. First and third. Ramos with the RBI single. It's 8-1 Franklin. And here comes Jordan Lopez. Lopez 3 for 3 today, heading to Cal. Hit over 400 last year. And he's 3 for 3, and I believe every single at bat he's had a 3-2 count. So he's running the pitchers deep and getting hits. Scored 2 runs already today as well. And the Mississippi State commit, Nolan Stevens, is waiting on deck. Lopez headed to Cal. He's just a junior. An ace on the mound. A great hitter as well. Leading off. Whitney is starting to get Cameron Duncan up in the bullpen. 6'2 junior getting ready to start warming up here. Dykstra looks on Lopez, the lefty. Looks over to first. Gilmore's holding on the runner. He throws. Lopez takes low, and ball one. 1-0. 7-1, top of the 5th inning here. Franklin got off to a 2-0 lead in the first. All right, here comes the pitch. And Lopez swings, makes contact with it, hits it deep to right, and it's going to be playable, and it's out. Caught in the outfield. All right, 8-1. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th inning here from Whitney High School. 8-1 Franklin. You're listening to Max Preps.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike. Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up. Franklin is up 8-1 here over Whitney. Franklin 3-0 on the season. Number 3 team in the section. Wood Creek number 2. Whitney number 1. That could all change after today. Nick Abraham is pitching a gem today. He's a junior headed to Oregon. 4 innings pitched so far, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. Getting ahead of batters.
Number 27, Trajan Rogowski.
He's got the 8, 9, and 1 batters this inning. Trajan Rogowski, Gavin McClendon, who's Gavin McClendon's spot. We'll see who bats there. He's been out of the game. And then Jax Jimenez, who's 2 for 2 today. Got a triple and scored the only run for the Wildcats. All right, Rogowski, 7 to the line. First pitch, he bunts it down, and he gets it to third, and they throw him out. Great play there by Dom Gusti. He ran in, got the ball just to the right of the mound, and fired to first baseman Nolan Stevens. And Gavin McClendon's still batting. Started the game pitching through 4 1/3 innings, and then was relieved, but he's back in the game now, pitching or hitting. 1 for 6 this season. He hit 326 last year as the first pitch fires by a first strike. 0-1. Abraham, the junior, fires. A little bit low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8-1 Franklin. Franklin scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. And it's McClendon fires to short, and Pham throws him out for the second out of the inning. Looks like McClendon got good contact, but Pham was right there at short to catch it off one bounce and fire to the All-American first baseman. And Jax Jimenez, 2 for 2 today, coming up with 2 outs. Single and a triple so far today. Abraham's pitch. Low for ball 1 to Jimenez. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning, 8-1 Franklin. And Jimenez makes contact, pops it up in the air, headed to the outfield. 2 guys are right there, and they get the out to end the inning. That is Noah Mooks with the catch. And with that, that's the end of the 5th inning, and it's 8-1 Franklin. You're listening to MaxPreps.com. We'll be back for the 6th inning.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mic. Thank you for listening in. Game Mic was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mic today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th inning coming up. Tanner Dykstra remains in the game, pitching for Whitney. He got the final 2 outs of the 5th inning. It's 8-1 Franklin, heading into the top of the 6th. And Nolan Stevens, the Mississippi State commit, stepping up to the batter's box, the big left-hander. No outs, top of the 6th. Franklin up 8-1. Stevens 2 hits today. And fouls that one off. Comes right towards me. And it's 0-1.
Got a good spot.
Yeah. All right, Stevens 0-1. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys.
For sure. All right, 1-1 for Stevens. And the umpire's out to the mound, meeting with the pitcher. Looks like he's selecting a baseball. And Dykstra gets the ball, and the umpire's back in place. All right, 8-1. Nobody out here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 8-1. Top of the 6th inning, Stevens.